Corey Coleman traded to Buffalo. The Bills acquired wide receiver Corey Coleman from the Browns in exchange for an undisclosed pick in the 2020 NFL Draft. Now, when the pick you get is undisclosed, that's pretty much the same as like trading someone for a can of lima beans, right?
Yep.
Okay, just checking.
Pretty much. And it actually came out that it was a 7th-round pick. So they essentially didn't give up anything to get this guy. And you look at that, and this is a guy that once was a first-round pick that won the Billitkinoff Award, however you pronounce it, as the nation's top college receiver in 2015. So, I mean, he had some ridiculous, freakish ability, scored 20 touchdowns, ran a 4.37 40. He's 5'11", athletic freak, led the combine with his vertical broad jump. All types of natural ability, but he's obviously been played with inconsistency, with durability issues, with some drops throughout his career. Obviously, last year they saw the Brown season end with a Corey Coleman drop, which everyone's burned into their mind. But he offers way more than anything the Bills receiving core currently does. All they have at the top is Kelvin Benjamin. If you had one word to describe him, I'm sure I know what you would say, Nat.
Fat?
Yes, right on cue. That. So, I mean, yes, it's a big body. You can go
Dude,
up.
I saw a stat on Kelvin Benjamin the other day, and it had nothing to do with his weight, and I'm going to get the numbers wrong, but it was something like, it was something like their record with Kelvin Benjamin was like 3-21 or something, and their record with him was like above 500.
Just so absurd.
I may have just made that stat up or read it wrong, but when I saw it, I was horrified.
It seems to make sense to me, too. He's just not that good, and that's who Corey Coleman has to beat out to be the number one receiver. It's going to be an awful offense. It's going to be tough to depend on anybody there week to week, but I think they're going to be a bad team in general, and they're going to be playing from behind a lot. So Corey Coleman does have some garbage time upside. Again, he's had some huge gains in his career, too. His second game in the pros was a 5-catch, over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns against Baltimore, and then he got hurt. And he's had a couple of those flashes, other big games throughout his career. But ultimately, obviously, he needs to work on those durability, those consistency woes. This is the best opportunity he possibly has. So I'm glad he got traded out of Cleveland. He had no upside there. It's the best landing spot because of how wide open that wide receiver core is. Becomes a penny stock, somebody you throw on your radar for the late rounds for sure.